And welcome to the December 18th Board of Selectmen meeting. The first item on our agenda today will be the approval of the December 11th minutes. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. To the next item, which is the request for outside sales from the Chatham Lightfoots.
Hi, I'm Pam Paulina. This is Madison and Katie from the Chatham Lightfoots. They're a competitive jump rope team that towards the end of their season, a lot of the girls qualify to go to a national tournament in Florida. So we like to start our fundraising early because it is an expensive trip. So we are just respectfully requesting if we can sell cotton candy on Main Street for first night.
Okay, all those in approval of that request, please say aye.
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 It's approved unanimously. Good luck.
Thanks.
Okay, the next item on our agenda is the Economic Development Overlay District discussion. We received a letter from Dorothy Smith, who is Representative Peaks, on Representative Peaks' staff, and she wrote us a letter saying we will be needing the identification of an economic overlay zone or zones that the town of Chatham has defined. It would be included in the language of the bill. So they sort of changed the rules, I think, with when we first went to town meeting. We asked our principal planner, Mr. Whalen, to kind of give us a look at what that overlay district might look like.
I've had some discussions with the staff of the Joint Committee on Consumer Protection and Licensure, regarding the reference to Economic Development Area, Zone, or Overlay District. Well, if we had one of those, that would be a legitimate purpose, but they also indicated that a bounded specific area is also eligible, so that you would basically have X number of licenses above the quota going to a specific region.
Mrs. McDonald, I know you're the licensing agent. Would you please weigh in on what you feel is going on here?
My feeling is that the board should abandon this legislation because I initiated the article for town meeting in response to the discussions that the board had had 2 years ago. And I don't feel comfortable now with the way that it's been changed because we didn't ask the voters to designate these areas, and I just think it's too far afield of what we originally wanted.
I'm not comfortable doing this and leaning on the vote of town meeting when I think we've gone beyond that.
The people at town meeting were thinking, I don't know what they were thinking exactly, but it just seems to me we were all thinking, well, yes, we'd have these in reserve if we needed them. But none of the people who live in this area have actually seen this to weigh in on it.
My question would be to what harm it would do if we went ahead and said that we would like extra licenses in the West Chatham area. I mean,
I don't have any strong feelings about it one way or another.
Is this economic development area used for anything else? I mean, is it used for encouraging development of anything else? I mean, it just sounds like it's not just used for liquor licenses. I mean, could someone come along and say, well, I want this particular business in this area, and one of the reasons why it's the selectmen have defined it as an economic development area. Could it be used as an argument for something totally different than adding a liquor license?
No.
I think, well, does the town really want 2 new liquor licenses right now? And can we support it? And with the new language, are we doing what they voted for? I'll move that we go ahead with the continue to pursue the special legislation with the areas that have been identified.
All those in favor of Ms. Gunner's motion, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? That passes.
I voted for it.
That's unanimous.
I'm pleased to introduce to you the new Executive Director of the Cape Cod Commission, Paul Nizricki.
So it's been 3 months that I've been on the job, and I really have appreciated being able to get out of the Mid-Cape area.
So-called problems we've had have been people perceiving, and maybe at times the commission being more interested in the regulations than what is actually happening and seeing the bigger picture. So I think that's an excellent direction to go in, and I commend you for that.
I mean, I think the biggest challenge over the next 25 years for the Cape and for the Commission is to help towns build the infrastructure to deal with the development that's happened in the last 30 years without promoting inappropriate development.
Mr. Summers, it's hard for me to believe that you don't have a question or two for the...
I like what I'm hearing.
Thank you, sir, for coming to our community today.
Well, thank you, and just before I leave, I just want you all to know that if you have any issues with the commission, or if there's anything coming forward, please don't hesitate to pick up the phone and call me directly, and thank you for having me.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
I was pleased to hear Bill mention the comprehensive plan. So I think as you do your progress reports and your update, it would behoove you to go back to the comprehensive plan and talk about your goals in terms of the progress you have made on the plan. Only comment.
That's a good idea, Mrs. Sullivan. We have tried to incorporate, as committees come with us, their charges from the comprehensive plan to update us on what they're doing, but I think that's a good idea for this board also.
Move to adjourn?
Second.
Been moved and seconded, adjourned. All those in favor, please say aye. Aye. We are adjourned.
You better watch out. You better